Aloha, Grand Rising, peace to all beings. Today I'm going to be talking about the Merkaba and the Rainbow Lightbody activation. So, a lot of light workers here have been in a fear state almost, subconsciously, because they keep speaking this New World Order thing, like about forced vaccinations or the FEMA camps, and I just want to say that we can actually transcend that. Merkaba is actually 3 words that translate to light, spirit, body, and it represents how light is manifested into physical form. So the way that we transcend the New World Order, or the way that we transcend the Matrix, is we actually have to unite the 2 polarities, the masculine and feminine within us, and we generate a zero singularity point, and that's the way that we are able to actually do interdimensional travels and leave this dimension, the 3rd dimension, entirely. So the Merkava is an interlocking starship tetrahedron. Tetrahedron is a 3-sided pyramid. The orientation is different in men and women, so it's 2 interlocking star tetrahedrons, and the feminine one is facing the earth and the masculine one is facing the sky. And the masculine is spinning clockwise, and the feminine is spinning counterclockwise. So when those 2 are in balance, and you do this by the breath, the pranic tube, it's called the Sushumna channel. The 2 Kundalini snakes also represent the energy that is spinning the Merkabas, right? So you want to spin the masculine in a clockwise direction, and you want to spin the feminine in a counterclockwise, so you're connecting the earth and sky. And Archangel Metatron is actually assisting the Merkaba Ascension. He's one of the few archangels that doesn't have an L at the end, which means of God. So Archangel Metatron actually lived a human incarnation, so he's like the intermediary between the earth plane and heaven. And Metatron's cube in sacred geometry is the 13 circles, so it creates like the fruit of life with the masculine straight lines that create his cube. And the Merkava is actually in Metatron's cube. Through the Merkava activation and ascension, you're actually working with Archangel Metatron to enter the grid and into unity consciousness, which is a step up above from Christ consciousness. So Christ consciousness is the heart activated center. It's what connects all humans together. It's unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness. It's the base, the foundation for the new earth reality. Whereas unity consciousness is actually the invisible cypher on the tree of life. It's actually about the spiritual alignment where you're in service to others. So it's like the cipher between the throat and the heart. So it requires you to take action in a spiritual way through your intention of being in service to others. So the whole focus is actually to balance the polarities in the body, and that's how you generate the 0-point field. And you're working with Archangel Metatron, so he is actually this fiery energetic spirit of trying to get everybody on the path to ascend. But we have to do the work of, first of all, learning about the Merkaba. So ancient people knew, this is how the ancient people that were much more advanced than where we are now traveled from outer space to this, through the dimensions, right? Da Vinci also has like the Vitruvian Man, which has the Merkaba hidden in it, so the ancient people knew about this. And Da Vinci, I'm pretty sure, was like an extraterrestrial. So this is actually how the extraterrestrials are able to show up to us, is through their own Merkaba. Because, so when you do activate the Merkaba, if you're imbalanced in terms of masculine and feminine, or the chakra imbalances, it feels very wobbly and is very hard to maintain because it's such a powerful energetic thing. You want to visualize yourself like sitting in it, and I'm going to include some pictures too. In order to activate the rainbow light body, you have to be eating lighter foods, you have to be removing the parasites from your body, and you also have to be in sunlight. So activating your DNA, being in sunlight and sun gazing. All the chakras have to be, first of all, connected to source through the 3 ascension chakras I talked about, and also the rainbow is the chakras. So to activate the rainbow light body, all the chakras have to be clear of blockages. And I'm just gonna go through, what blocks the root chakra is fear. What blocks the sacral chakra is guilt. What blocks the solar plexus is shame. And what blocks the heart is grief. So if you're not forgiven anything in your past, then you can't have the connection to the spirit, because you can't really be trusted if in the past you had vengeance or something, or grief, or you know. So the spiritual chakras is the throat, third eye, and crown. Throat is blocked by mistruths or speaking lies. The third eye is blocked by illusions, and the crown is blocked by egoic attachment to anything in the physical plane. And then you got 3 chakras above that. So the 3 etheric chakras are also necessary for the rainbow light body activation, but I think you want to focus on the 7 main physical ones first, so you can, and also practice seeing your own energy in the sunlight. So I get weird looks at the beach all the time when I'm sun gazing and looking at my energy body and doing weird like motions and shit, but I don't really care because I'm focused on my own thing. And Merkaba activation is also something that you want to be mindful of, because the government actually has technology that can see it and they don't want people activating it. So one time I was at the beach and I was really breathing into the clockwise and the counterclockwise motions of the tetrahedrons, and there were actually like drones flying above me, and like within a few minutes of me sitting in my space. So you want to be off grid, you want to be in a place that you're not gonna be detected or targeted. But I'm saying like New World Order isn't a real thing, because as long as you have your rainbow light body intact, you can actually transcend all of it, because the physical is only an illusion. You want to visualize yourself sitting in this spaceship, because this is created from your own light body, and it keeps your light body intact through the ascension, so you can shift into the higher 5th dimensional reality while keeping your own light body intact. And what's key is unity consciousness activation and Christ consciousness activation. Christ consciousness is practicing unconditional love for all fellow human beings. Unity consciousness is being in selfless service to others in the spiritual realms. So rainbow light body activation is from your chakras, and yoga, breath work is really the time to be practicing your spiritual alignment every day, because that's the only way that you can be sure that this New World Order bullshit isn't going to be affecting you. So there you go. People who are in fear, realize that this ascension is actually a spiritual ascension, and this physical stuff shouldn't be affecting you. I hope this video encourages you to go research more about the Merkaba, to practice your own meditations and activation, and stay aligned every day. And subscribe for more 5th dimensional content. Thanks for tuning in.